So when we look at Kenya Daima 2022, and I'll end on that note, to say we want to see this election looking peaceful, number one. Number two, we want to see that people actually have an opportunity to look at what is the leadership that we want? What's accountability do we want to see? And obviously, get them and actually see what it is in terms of our country. We can remain potential for another 50 years if we don't do something about it. And this is the type of leadership that looks at economy and talks about economy. And ultimately, let's all see where can I be. Again, starts from MCAs, goes to MPs, goes to county governors, goes to states, and then goes to the presidency. I think ultimately, all we're talking about is can we now encourage a positive environment for Kenya? So that this syndrome of every 4 years, 5 years, we slow down and then we come up again. It should not be that way. It should be like elections come and go. And on August 10th, 12th, 13th, we're still brothers. We're all together. We're all on this one. And, we don't have a problem. So the three areas that we are focusing on this time is the leadership pillar, the leadership and governance. This is the political pillar, the social pillar, and the economic pillar. I think here very clearly, leadership and governance. I don't want to talk about this more, but I think it's about increasing the awareness about what it is that we're looking for. The second, which I think Kepsa will give you today, is about the economic pillar. And the economic pillar is the one, if you make it stronger, it pulls along the social pillar. And I think the key issues around that are competitiveness. Being globally competitive. If we as Kenya are globally competitive, we have no fear of imports, we have no fear of people coming and taking us. We actually could produce for the whole world. I think this is a key issue. Competitiveness, I don't need to tell you this because I think it comes back in your language. And I think ultimately, this item, even today, and I just want to put it into context, I'll stray away for a moment, the Russia-Ukraine war is actually telling us right now, get competitive and start producing for the world because commodity prices have gone through the roof. I think everything that we can produce here could be much more better. So I think we just need to look at that. The second thing was public safety. And I think this is around ensuring that in the manifestos, public safety, your transport, your housing, people can still go to work and still have a peaceful era. I mean, I see my MCAs, and MCAs have 3-4 bodyguards and chase cars. And I think, I actually say to them, and why do you need all that? Because you're amongst your own people. So I think this whole thing about public safety needs to be there from the top to the bottom and say, guys, come on, we're together on this one. I think the outcome of this is to have a transparent, accountable system that really pushes through. And ultimately, the social pillar. And I think I want to end on this note to say the social pillar is about having peaceful elections and a smooth transition. I think this is what really is the message that everyone in this country is waiting for, and that's what we're trying to say, inspire them. Again, building on the same thing of building Wajibu Wetu. So even if I'm standing as MCA or whatever, whichever party, whatever I'm doing, I'm still saying that we will not be part of hate speech, we will all be part of it together. And yes, compete. May the best people win. But that does not mean that we become violent and we start saying, let me kill my brother or my sister or whatever. At the end of the day, if I'm O positive, I'm a universal donor, I can still give blood, depending on, it doesn't depend on what my tribe is, because that's not what they ask for. We will have peace pledges being signed, and that's be one thing. Ultimately, I want to end on this note that what we're looking for is simply this. It's good leadership and accountable governance in place for a prosperous, thriving, and peaceful country. Thank you very much.